Let's go.
Welcome back. We're doing Breath of the Wild, part what
like
is this?
10
Part
or
10
so.
or something like that.
Yeah, we're getting a slow start, but we're actually making progress because we're covering distance on our
I'm
map.
bad at counting.
See, like we made a lot of our travel already. So like our travel's out of the way. So if you know how this game plays or anything,
The hell's that thing? Kill that thing.
I also, you see like the shield sitting here.
Are you in a happy place right now? Like these people are okay?
They're okay, but like it's raining and it won't stop. And there's a reason for that. We'll find out from the king.
Okay.
We'll go talk to the king and he'll tell us. But between episodes, I did like use a bunch of my amiibos. So like I got like a couple small items, nothing game changing, some weapons and shield and stuff, and some food.
Yeah, I remember that shield from the last one. Is that new?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just from scanning in amiibos. And then let's see. Let's go talk to the king. I think he's up here.
Okay, and I have a very special voice picked out for the king.
Riverside.
It's sneaky too.
Wait, do we have to go up more, or is he here? Yeah, I think he's up here.
Well, if you're gonna be the king, be in the top level of shit.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There he is.
Nice.
Speak to the king, shall we?
Yeah, that guy looks shady.
Looks like a stingray.
Oh, let's do it from the last video. Ah, you must be one of the islands that's Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come here. Come all the way here. I am King Dorephan, ruler of Zora. Wow, this is really a lot harder because I thought his language would be much more normal to what I was talking. He's used a lot of words I don't know. The object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? That could possibly be something one of you leftists would have used against us. Now I've gotten a good look at you. It is too clear who you are. You're on the left wing. You are a Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me that you have forgotten me. You can't remember me? It's because I've been off YouTube for a while. The Hylian champion? You can't mean that, Link. That champion? So that's where I have heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence. We should cross paths.
It switched people.
Shit.
That's
Okay.
all right.
I was doing Alex Jones.
Oh. Pierce!
You're better at it than me.
1776 will rise again.
Yeah. 1776 rise again and be a thing. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion, Link, you have appeared before us, and we have met numerous times. I'll have you know.
Murder pills.
They're making the frogs gay. They're making the frogs gay. Oh, so many memories. My mind is overwhelmed with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, and it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. It's kind of like when we went to the moon, and that was a lie.
The left-wing media is perpetrating
Thing. You don't want to say that you want to do that against me? I don't think you want to say anything at all.
1776 will rise again.
It will rise again. Come again. It'll rise again. 1776. Sleeping, you say? That seems like a very coincidental thing that you're saying that you're doing. Is that why you do not seem to remember me?
I'm kicked off of Twitter. I'm kicked off of Facebook. I'm kicked off of YouTube. I'm on Tinder now. Just swipe right on me.
Swipe right on me. Swipe right. Swipe right. Swipe right if you believe in America, because I believe in America right now. Here's some toilet wipes. But seriously, you must remember my precious daughter, Mifa. Yes, you do? Do you not? Because you fucked her.
Mifa who?
I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mifa as well? You son of a bitch, you leftist. You know what's going to happen? Hillary Clinton's going to take over things. You and Mifa were so close, and Hillary Clinton was so far away from you. I remember thinking that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yet you do not remember her? Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. I'm angry still that you don't remember my daughter, but here, look at this thing. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mifa's immortalized form still not jog your memory?
See that? It looks like a scepter of some sort, but it's a collapsible shovel. I sell them on my store.
Hold on. They come with vitamin packs. Well, prepare your memory will return in time. Perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so.
Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused.
You seem confused. You don't even know what's going on in the world right now. I do. I've done the research. I've researched it. I've read it, and just read it again. I got people. Yeah, Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan's a terrible human being. Oh, yes, of course. Probably not a good idea to be doing it, though. So, you know what? Maybe you're right. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. Didn't realize it. Just brought him here. You know why he brought him here? Because InfoWars is where it's at. It's where we do the things that we need to do. That's quite a feat, my boy. What a good time. You, me, maybe some golf balls, hang out. I don't know why it's a good time. Link, I doubt not that you have endured many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Pizzagate. It's a thing, and I'm angry about it. Not 100% sure about it. Now then, here I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine Varuda. It's kind of like people that were at Sandy Hook. They're all fake actors, right? So shit happens. It's weird, but I've done the research, so it's okay. Will you lend us your strength?
What? King Defurian, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hellion for help, why, the very thought of it curls my fins.
Well, you've got a lot of fins, man. Muzo, I expect more of you. How can you still protest? You know what you shouldn't be doing is protesting things that are important. It's rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of the trusty Hillian. Is that the whole rain thing?
Yeah.
Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? There's a conclusion of some things. There's conclusions of lots of things, a lot of times, but there's no collusion at all. Link is a champion through and through. And things now stand. Zora's domain. Hey, perhaps all of Hyrule is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. A lot of rain going on right now.
It's the government and their chemtrails.
Yeah, the chemtrails, they're doing things. Hadrian Collider. There's a lot of things going on right now that are making those things happen. They're making them happen. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and aliens alike. You must put aside the differences and band together. Have you ever heard of the space program, SpaceX? You know they're putting up satellites right there to be able to change our weather.
Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hellions. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. That is not the least of it. I guess that's all I'm going to say. It is their fault that Lady Mifa was lost to us. ... Government.
Link? I think our friend has forgotten the fact that 1776 is going to happen again. Divine Beast Van Ruda has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. which I think is kind of like,
how's that for global warming?
yeah, it's kind of like against kind of like what we're doing right now because all the rain of late has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. As for Zora, water and air are as one. So you would not think that would be a problem quite so critical of the problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense danger will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylians lives are in very grave danger. In America, it's more important than the rest of the things. You can ask my dog friend over there.
Yeah, that was a movie
That was a long time coming, man. That was a lot of work.
It's like a 10-minute cutscene.
Jesus. Yeah, we're at 11 minutes of filming right now. What the hell is this?
This is our first divine beast.
Okay.
We're not going to fight him first.
But it specifically looks like Castle Grayskull. Oh, no, it's a thing. It's moving around.
It's a giant elephant.
Oh. I thought we were dealing with like Castle Grayskull or like the castle from Thundercats. We're not going to fight that immediately then?
No.
The Divine Beast rooted your Princess Zelda off and study the Divine Beast. That is in the time before the Great Calamity. According to research, the orbs located on Ruda's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates, however, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control. I'm not going to say Tesla had anything to do with like electricity control problems and stuff like that, but it's shitty.
Tegan, who's quite the shock resistant, or Zora, hit one with the shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water surge returned to its full force. Oh my. That is why I went in search of a Hylian.
Oh, I forgot you're doing George Takei.
I forget what voice is what, but whatever. Who cares? I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you, help me stop Ruda's rampage of destruction.
This shit just got sexy. Hit my orbs with some... What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the Divine Beast and appease it from within. So then Princess Zelda is still alive? I do not believe it. She was alive the whole time, just as you were. That's crazy, because that shouldn't seem right at all. I'm telling you right now. You got chemtrails, you got leftists, you got rightists, you got everything else going on right now. And the event of 100 years cannot be altered. It is true. But if you can regain control of the Divine Beast, they may prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. We can seal him down. We don't have to worry about kids getting fucking like raped inside of pizza joints.
I do not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous. Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link. Let us appease Ruda together.
Thank you, Link, truly. We are in your debt. That totally took a weird turn for me, voice-wise. Our goal's the same. That means our meetings was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to give you this offer of faith, because you know the Divine Father upstairs, he gives you things, and I got you things right now because there's things that you need. As long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls, just like Zora. Please take good care of it.
King Dorephan, surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mifa made that one there with her own hands is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian.
You got a problem with making some black putt? What the
He
fuck,
may
man?
be a champion, but Mifa had no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit.
Oh, praying mantis, man. Fuck you. That Muso is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mifa. Naturally, she means a lot to me, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to Calamity, he has grown to despise the Hellions. I hope he can forgive this rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Mizu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Varuda. And now he has rushed off in a huff.
Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly.
Holy shit, man. We just did a lot of voice acting. Sana, I suppose that means you're going to tell him, the thing, Link. Muzu is most likely just square down below. Would you mind going down there? We'd like you to try to speak to him. Also, there's a place in Washington that's a pizza place. But inside of it, they're holding children. It's going to be bad. I'm angry about the whole thing. You look prettier now. So, what's the deal with all the fish people? We live in like a fish kingdom right now?
Sort of.
How come we don't have fish people in real life?
You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu. There is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mifa had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this, Sora. How could Lady Mifa possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mifa's statue. It is true, Muzu. Although you never knew it, he was ever in Mifa's heart.
Does Link sleep with other people other than Zelda?
He doesn't sleep with anybody, but they seem to like each other. We might actually get a flashback right here.
Ooh, story details. The sexiest details you can get. Brown chicken, brown cow. We're banging inside of a big elephant.
I was thinking. This reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child. Always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was me how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so. I was always willing to heal your wounds. Even back then.
And I was always willing to do it doggy style with you.
Link, I would like to sometime, lay my eggs somewhere and then have you go there later and...
does in fact return. What can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against.
Yeah, I think we just hang out.
This,
You're like a fish person.
How difficult. Anyone ever tried?
Is she not wearing a top? What's going on there?
Mm-mm.
This is just naked tits out.
I mean, she's a fish, so it's not...
I hope you know.
Yeah, but she definitely wants to bang him. You're gonna tell me he's not gonna want to bang her?
Maybe things can
Just the anal. And only the tip.
Perhaps we could spend some time together.
We could, go out for coffee sometime.
Maybe have a brunch.
What's the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You're quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? I remember Mifa now. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There is no way you remembered her just now when it's most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. And do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know.
Okay, first of all, I'm a Hylian, not a Hylian. Know your words.
Have you truly not figured it out yet? Simply take a closer look at what Link is wearing.
I have pants on.
You really think changing our clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in the... That Zora armor from before. Lady Mifa made it by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and when she made the special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mifa made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. This is why Mifa never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. I never would have imagined that you would make the special armor for one such as he.
We're going to do a special episode of Ominous Fireball, the voiceover episode. We've talked more than we've moved.
Didn't approve of this asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it's our only option at this point. I'm a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need.
You're right.
That tall mountain over yonder is called the Polymus Mountain, and there you will also find Shatterback Point. Terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. You must mean that Lionel. He's a man beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. All my voices are the same. Okay, Link, let's get... Waterfall. Yes, from the Waterfall Basin. East Westwar Lake. Right by the divine beast. Gather at least 20. Wonderful. Together we shall stop that divine beast onslaught. Can I go now? I would like to go now. I can move.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Arrows? Let's take those.
I'll take them all!
Ice arrows?
Take them all!
Sure, what the hell? More ice arrows. Violet. And a bunch of food. I don't think I need any of this stuff. Alright, next time we'll actually walk more than 8 steps.
Yeah, that'll be fucking fantastic. Maybe next time won't be the complete voiceover episode.
No, we got a lot of traveling ahead of us, so.
A lot of walking.
Alright.
A lot of walking. Click like, subscribe. Love you guys. Buy some merch. See ya.
See ya.